Almost live from the point of Saginaw and Washington streets in beautiful downtown Durand, Michigan, First Congregational Church presents CafeDevo, a 5-minute devotion that fits seamlessly into your day with an encouraging biblical thought designed to lift your spirit and point you to Jesus Christ. Thanks for clicking the start button. God bless you. Hello there, boys and girls. It's Tuesday, March 14th, 2023, and this is another edition of CafeDevo. Thanks for joining me. I'm your host, Pastor Steve Wood. That's my pal Bugsy hanging out over there, as he always does, and I hope your Tuesday is going well. We return once again to our collection of Lenten devotions, Psalms for Lent, that I wrote for the members and friends of First Congregational Church. But we invite everybody to join with us in this time of devotion as we go through the Lenten season together. And today's psalm is Psalm 84. I encourage you to open it up and read it for yourself today if you've not already done so. Psalm 84, verses 1 and 2. How lovely is your dwelling place, O Lord Almighty. My soul yearns, even faints for the courts of the Lord. My heart and my flesh cry out for the living God. Written by the sons of Korah, Psalm 84 is a song of worship, praise, and love for God. You might recognize those lyrics as they were brought into the song that we frequently sing here at First Congregational Church, Blessed be the name of the Lord. Those who love God find beauty even in the architecture of a temple or church building. However, the real beauty is not the architecture, but the fact that God is there. The psalmist wrote, how lovely is your dwelling place in verse 1, and blessed are those who dwell in your house in verse 4. And better is one day in your courts than 1,000 elsewhere. I would rather be a doorkeeper in the house of my God than dwell in the tents of the wicked. In verse 10. When was the last time you experienced these feelings while walking into the sanctuary of your local church building? The longing for intimacy with God expressed by the psalmist is not satiated in a moment or in a single worship celebration or even in walking into a beautiful sanctuary. Anyone who wants intimacy with God must go on a journey. The psalmist wrote in verse 5, blessed are those whose strength is in you, whose hearts are set on pilgrimage. Paul wrote, now the Lord is spirit, and where the spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. And we all who with unveiled faces contemplate the Lord's glory are being transformed into his image with an ever-increasing glory, which comes from the Lord, who is the Spirit. 2 Corinthians 3:18. Developing intimacy with God is a process that takes time, perhaps a lifetime. The journey prepares us for the dry times when difficulty comes. In the journey, we move from strength to strength until each appears before God in Zion. That's verse 7. And it is all worth it, because a day near God is better than 1,000 days experiencing anything else. To paraphrase verse 10, to know God is infinitely better than living in luxury without God. Paul wrote of the reward that comes through the journey, even when it is difficult. What then shall we say in response to these things? If God be for us, who can be against us? He who did not spare his own son, but gave him up for us all, how will he not also, along with him, graciously give us everything? So go on the journey, take your time, be patient, and pursue Jesus today. Father, we thank you for the journey that is life itself and the fact that you are with us. You are the one who guides us. So help us to follow you willingly and cheerfully. Bless us in these things, Lord, we pray. In Jesus' name, amen. Well, we've come to the end of another edition of Cafe Devo. Thanks for clicking the start button. I hope it was a blessing to you. I also hope you'll give us a like down there at the bottom of the screen so we know you've been listening and watching. And also share this edition of Cafe Devo on your Facebook page so that your friends and family can find us as well. You might even give us a like over there on YouTube on the First Congregational Church YouTube channel. I love you all. God bless you.